Alright, let me ask you something right off the top. If you could only watch one NHL game this year, which arena are you picking? Now don't overthink it, just go with your gut. And if your answer was, whichever one has the cheapest tickets, then hey, I respect the honesty. But today, we're talking experience, not box office trauma. The arenas that make you walk through the doors and instantly think, okay, yeah, this is sick. And listen, I'm not ranking best teams, I'm not ranking best ice, I'm ranking the arenas that give you something extra, something memorable, something you bring up in conversations unprovoked like, yeah bro, when I went there, craziest night of my life. So sit back, relax, and maybe grab a snack, because we're about to travel across the league and hit the 5 buildings that completely outclass the rest. 5. Madison Square Garden, New York. Let's start with the obvious heavyweight, MSG, the world's most famous arena. The only rink where you look around and think, should I be wearing a suit right now? There's a vibe to it that's different from every other building in the league. And I'm talking about the lighting. You know how most arenas blast light everywhere so the crowd and the ice look the same? Not here. At MSG, the ice is glowing like a Broadway stage and the crowd sits in this moody darkness. It feels dramatic, like you're watching a play where the actors wear shoulder pads and occasionally punch each other. And the Chase Bridges. Why does this arena get to have sky bridges suspended over the ice when every other arena is bragging about having 2 escalators that actually work? You can sit up there and literally look down at the play like you're in an NHL-themed planetarium. And the wild part? The sight lines are better than half the lower bowl seats. Food? Oh, MSG is loaded. Carnegie Deli is one of the last places you can even get their legendary pastrami sandwiches. Imagine going to a game and holding a sandwich so thick it looks like it comes with its own warm-up skate. Then you've got Pauly G's serving the Hellboy slice, pepperoni with Mike's hot honey. If you've never eaten spicy pizza during a third-period power play while contemplating why the Rangers' defense collapses so easily, you haven't lived. And if you're feeling fancy, they've got Fuku fried chicken. They also added a plant-based station so your vegan friend can stop complaining during the intermission. So why isn't MSG number 1? Easy, the ticket prices. You need a small business loan to sit lower bowl. You sit down and an usher looks at you like, sir, do you belong here? But the prestige? Unmatched. MSG is the arena you go to once just to say you did. 4. Bridgestone Arena, Nashville. Now let's get wild, Smashville. The only arena where you walk out of the building and accidentally end up in a bachelor party. I'm serious. Bridgestone is literally sitting on Broadway. You step out the doors and boom, honky-tonk bars, neon signs, cowboy boots, the whole thing. You could watch a Preds game and then immediately join a live band performing Friends in Low Places without ever crossing a street. Inside, it might be the most fun building in the NHL. Nashville fans don't just cheer, they taunt, they chant, they talk trash in sync. If you're an opposing goalie, good luck. They basically have a college student section with mortgages. And then you've got the catfish toss tradition. No one's totally sure why or when it started, but at this point it's a rite of passage. Nothing says Southern hospitality like throwing a whole bottom feeder onto the rink. Now here's something I genuinely love. They have a live band inside the arena. Not a DJ, not pre-recorded music, a real Nashville band on a real Nashville stage in the stands. Imagine walking into intermission and hearing an actual concert instead of the same top 40 track every rink plays. Food? Nashville hot chicken, of course, but you also get barbecue, brisket, and a kid's meal served in a Zamboni-shaped container, which honestly I might get for myself next time. And if you're a high roller, the Lexus Lounge gives you ice-level access and a bunker suite vibe. Absolute elite experience. Bridgestone isn't just a hockey arena, it's a party that happens to have hockey in the middle of it. 3. Rogers Place, Edmonton. Next stop, Edmonton. Now let me say this, Rogers Place is the biggest glow-up in arena history. They went from Rexall Place, which felt like you were watching hockey in a community center, to a building that looks like it was designed by Elon Musk during a fever dream. The outside? It curves like a giant silver wave. The inside? It feels like an airport that actually functions. And then you've got Ford Hall, the massive winter garden entrance where thousands of fans gather indoors. It's basically Edmonton's version of Times Square, except everyone is wearing parkas and yelling, "McDavid is him." Speaking of McDavid, the atmosphere in this building is nuts. Every time he touches the puck, the entire place inhales at once. It's like 18,000 people all remembering what anxiety feels like. One of the coolest features? Studio 99. Gretzky-themed restaurant, high-end buffet, walls covered in Wayne's own memorabilia. Watching a game from Studio 99 feels like you're eating chicken wings in the Hockey Hall of Fame. And then that scoreboard. When the arena opened, it was the biggest high-definition scoreboard in the league. It spans blue line to blue line. You could watch an entire period just staring at the screen and still understand what's happening. Food-wise, Rogers Place is sneaky good. Pierogies everywhere. Shout out to the local heritage. Plus the Bobby Nick's Burger, a custom blend they made specifically for this arena. It hits harder than a Darnell Nurse body check. Rogers Place is the perfect blend of future stadium and hockey cathedral. If MSG is iconic, Rogers Place is modern iconic. 2. The Bell Centre in Montreal. Okay, now we're entering sacred territory. The Bell Centre, the biggest arena in the NHL at 21,105 seats, and somehow the loudest. You know how in other buildings crowd noise kind of rises and falls? Not here. The Bell Centre sounds like everyone is yelling in French while simultaneously plotting your destruction. It's the purest hockey atmosphere on earth. No theatrics needed. Montreal fans aren't here to be entertained, they're here to judge you. They know the game, they feel the game, and they let you know when your team is trash. The opening ceremony? Goosebumps. They dim the lights and pass the torch. A literal symbolic torch from legend to current players. It's emotional, it's dramatic, it's very, very Montreal. You half expect the torch to start speaking to you about tradition. And because this is Montreal, you already know the food bangs. Smoked meat sandwiches everywhere. I swear these things have the structural integrity of a brick, but taste like a hug from someone who believes in you. And the 1909 Taverne Moderne attached to the arena? Massive sports bar, multiple floors, giant screens, full restaurant menu. If you're ever early to a game, that's the place to be. The Bell Centre is the only arena where the atmosphere alone can rattle an opposing team. You don't just play the Canadiens, you play the entire province of Quebec. 1. T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. And at number 1, the arena that doesn't even feel like an arena. It feels like a theme park for adults. T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This building basically looked at the NHL and said, let's make hockey a Vegas show. And honestly, they nailed it. The location alone is unfair. It's right off the strip. You walk out of the arena and your options are gambling, a concert, a club, a restaurant with a 3-hour wait, or a fountain show choreographed to Pitbull. No other city gives you that post-game menu. Inside, the atmosphere is pure chaos in the best way. The pre-game show is absurd. They lower a castle from the rafters. There are showgirls, there's a drum line, there is a literal knight in armor battling an opposing team mascot on the Jumbotron. Imagine being a rookie goalie trying to focus while Vegas hosts a medieval cosplay tournament around you. And then we get to the Hyde Lounge, a nightclub inside the arena. Bottle service, DJs, people taking selfies while Mark Stone backchecks 200 feet below them. Nowhere else in the NHL does hockey feel like step one of your night. Food? Unreal. Fuku has the best spicy chicken sandwiches. Freed's Bakery brings donuts so good, you briefly forget your team is down 3-0. Shake Shack is in the building, which always draws a line but is worth every second. Even the outside of the building is petty level incredible. They have a giant mesh LED wall that plays videos to the entire plaza. So before you even get inside, you're already in the mood. T-Mobile isn't just the best arena, it's the arena that changed what an NHL arena could be. Final thoughts, which one are you picking? So let me throw it back to you. Which arena are you flying to for your dream NHL night? Do you want the classy New York Prestige, the Montreal Hockey Religion, the Edmonton Futuristic Hockey Lab, the Nashville Party with hot chicken and live bands, or the Vegas experience where hockey is basically the opening act for the chaos you get into afterward? And if you've been to any of these, tell me your experience, because I swear every person who went to a game at any of these 5 has a story that starts with, "Bro, you won't believe what happened." Because that's what makes an arena great. It's not just the game, it's the feeling, the atmosphere, the moment you walk out thinking, yeah, that was special. All right, your turn. Which one's number 1 for you?